They're scum. They're nothing but scum. And they don't give a damn. I mean, if you're Catholic, you're going to get hit. That's it. Plain and simple to those people.
They do not like these houses. But you know, I was born there in Ardoyne, and I'm entitled to my family to live in Ardoyne without this.
The people who've moved from the Shankill into that area has ruined their own area and are trying to ruin our area.
Sectarian violence has got way out of control. It's terrible. Truly terrible.
Move on faster! Come on, run!
The fact that little children were involved in it, in a sense, was quite a shocking event for all of us, and quite a frightening event for so many of the children. And I suppose fears would be like, what will be the long-term outcome of that particular blockade?
6 months after the loyalist protests, police still maintain a guard as Catholic children make their way to school. The sectarian chants and placards may have gone, but the tension and fear remain. There's no trust between neighbours here. Residents from the loyalist Glenbryn estate are out early each morning, watching Catholic parents and their daughters on their way to Holy Cross. And the pressures are often there for the journey home at 3. It's the women who are the voice of Catholic Ardoyne.
Almost all thinking bastards and everything else. It's just a crowd of kids who probably should be in school, but that's all it takes to start it, you know. And the cops are standing there letting them say it. Standing on each side of the cop and still going on. So it is.
How do you make you feel when they say that?
Not very nice, you know. It's bad enough you're getting it from the adults, but when the kids are standing, it's bred into them. They're standing accusing you. It's not very nice. It doesn't make you feel too good.
Relationships across this interface are now worse than ever. For many Catholics here, the hurt caused by the Holy Cross dispute goes deep. Elaine is a community worker who runs an advice centre within yards of the Peace Wall. She also has 2 children at Holy Cross.
I know there are good people in the Protestant community, and I still have remained links. I mean, some of my clients know that I'm frightened to go to their areas. They come to me, and I know those people had no involvement in that blockade. But for those individuals who were involved in that blockade, it'll take a very, very long time, if any time, to forgive them for what they done.
Now, on the interface, rarely a day passes without trouble. All kinds of missiles are hurled across the interface. And on this April evening, shots are fired towards Catholic homes.
Everybody knows the UDA is orchestrating it. Or other ones using different names. But I mean, they're orchestrating it to attack these areas. I am so tired of watching night after night attacks, daily attacks, children on nerve tablets, children attending psychiatrists, psychologists. It just never ever stops.
The police are still unwelcome on the Catholic side of this interface. It's felt they lack the will to come down hard on the Glenbryn loyalists. Roisin is one resident who filmed her own violent confrontation with the police.
Not one jeep up there, scummy. You started, they started! Fuck me!
You fucking turd! You fucking animals!
Get back!
Leave us the fucking red meat! Fuck!
He just gave me a big whack on my thigh, so he did. A girl brought me into her house, so she did, to give me a cup of tea and that. So it's very, very sore, but we're living in this house and we've been pipe bombed and all our windows broke, and I've only one wee girl and I've had enough and I'm going to have to get out of here. Can't live in fear no more, and I'm on the interface as it is. We're having to live with that monstrosity behind us. And these are the grills have just come off the new windows that have just been replaced this week. This is supposedly our back garden, but since last May, well, I haven't been able to do anything with it. And we got a doll's playhouse, and she's never been in it. There's just toys being stored in it, and she can't come out here at all. The doctors have advised me to move and try and get somewhere else to live, because I can't take it no more. And with the police beating me, I have to move.
Further down the road from Roisin's home, and another loyalist attack across the peace wall. A blast bomb ignites an oil tank, another indiscriminate attack, this time on the home of pensioners.
An oil tank and a couple of gas bottles, so just watch it. What's it going to put?
Neighbours all along Alliance Avenue are left thinking that their homes could be next.
It's really, really scary. We just didn't know. It was just black smoke, loud bang and black smoke everywhere. And I think everybody knew it was an oil tank. I don't know what's going through their heads. Why? I can't just say why, because it's the kids around here too. It's mostly kids. And then when the kids all get chased home, then the big ones come in. I don't know why they're doing it for. Honestly, don't. I don't really think it's got nothing to do with the school at all.
Arlene is 21 and has 2 children under 4. Their interface house is constantly being attacked.
Petrol bombs, nail bombs, glass bombs, bottles, bricks, just anything, nuts and bolts was found. Just anything that they got their hands on to throw over.
It's when night falls that Arlene feels most afraid. Even routine jobs are a nightmare.
I can't put the light on now because it's too dangerous and risky. It's just last night it was just about when I had the light on, but stones came over. So if you just like to watch while I'm making tea, so. I'll also make her bottles while I'm here because I'm not going to need her on to do it. Because as the night goes on, it sort of gets worse. I should do it earlier, but I never have really any time to do it earlier, so I'll get it done now. Try to do it as quick as I can.
So what exactly happened last night?
I came in and I decided to make a cup of soup. So, but it being that quiet, I sort of turned the light on and I closed my door. And I'd got everything ready, poured the kettle out. And I was standing against the worktop, and about 3-4 stones come over. So it really panicked me because I was waiting on a bang really after it. But nothing, I just got out of the kitchen as quick as I could and never came back in this morning. All the kids seem to be doing in every single street now, even especially up here, is fighting with one another. And they wear Legos. Like I took them to Donegal there at the weekend, the 2 of them, and all he done was throw stones. And the kids were sort of down there going, why is he throwing stones, mummy? You know, talking to their mummies, and the mummy was just saying that's what they do up there. Everywhere he goes, he's stones in his pocket and bricks in his pocket. Yeah. Right, we'll come on, night in the living room because that back door's So it is.
Wayland Sean, I baptize you in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Congratulations and thank you. I think oftentimes Ardoyne, Holy Cross and sort of North Belfast is so often associated with death, or if not with actual death, with sort of a low sort of life situation. Now to see those mothers, fathers, grandparents, family members all together here, there is, I mean, irrespective of the religious significance, there is a sense of vitality, a sense of new life, and the fact that in a religious context we baptise 9 children, I find that a tremendous source of encouragement. Sometimes people look at, we say, Ardoyne from outside, from, we say, Glenbryn or somewhere else, and they see approximately 7,500 parishioners, and they feel these all move in unison, these all have the same opinions, they all have the same political affiliation. Can I assure anyone that there are at least 7,500 opinions here, and that if I said something, say, of a very strong political nature, I would have as many opponents as I would have supporters, and to me that's healthy. Now my hope would be that we would be able in some way to show that the care of Ardoyne is not just for Catholics.
Within 2 hours of the baptisms, there's fresh trouble on the Alliance Avenue interface. Word comes through that there's fighting at the Ardoyne shops further down the road.
This has all happened all of a sudden. I really don't know. I was going to sleep in the settee, and I heard all the shouting and ran out, and they were stoning each other. There seems to have been a big move down the road here towards Swadale. Now look, there you go.
There's murder down there, Colette.
I know, I'm trying to get... I'm scared of
Colette, Lily, will you check and see where any others on this? I'll stay up at this end. The majority is cleared. I'll stay up here, okay? Right, true. Oh, jeez, Lily, just try and keep the kids all back. Try your best. Right, love, okay. Right, I'll stay up at this end. True.
Okay, what's happening down there?
There's a lot of kids down there. I wasn't there at the very beginning, so I can't comment on how it started. But at the minute there's reports the RUC is getting stuck into the kids.
Now look at this crowd up here at the pullout.
Yeah.
Look at we're going to be left with. You see, Ian, this is what we're talking about, security cameras. I mean, can you see any point in those, Kate? No. It's actual people on the ground that control this.
You're trying your best to keep things calm among us, and where does it get you?
Nobody's at work, you know? That's the home, honestly. That's right.
You feel that hard, doesn't it? Right, okay, you need to go to the hospital, mate. Right. Sando's there, Kelly. Sando's there. Hitting the plastic bullet, these arterial thing there. Right, you need to go to the hospital. Alright. We'll take it down.
No, I'm not going to the hospital. I'm not
here,
going to the hospital.
Put it you see my experience, that's broke. Right, that's fractured. You see that? That's a bad sign.
It's extremely disheartening, because what we were saying in the church was precisely the opposite to this. We were hoping that the time would come when no one's baptised 9 children. It's just profoundly disappointing. But I think it does reinforce something I said, I think, to earlier, and that was that until we face each other in talking, and in understanding lines of police and a lot of things in between us. I think we're just at a very, very serious and a very dangerous situation, and I must say I'm very, very disheartened by this happening this afternoon.
Late one night, the police called to Colette's house. They've been informed of a loyalist threat on her life.
Of course, I'm scared. Anybody that says they're not scared is telling lies, I'm afraid. I think they are anyhow. It's not an easy thing with children in the house. You know, you keep every wee sounder at the front. Should there be somebody that was anybody due to come? What is that? It may have just been a stone. It would be enough to alarm you to thinking that it was something else that was through. They have a right to live, and I have a right to live also. Nobody has a right to do that. Nobody.
At Holy Cross School, 7 summer play.
Well, it's more like a family school or like a school in a village because we know everybody very well. It's not a very big school, and we have lovely children and people who are not. We don't have any discipline problems. I don't have one child in the whole school that give any problem. So we just have a very happy school, and we're very sorry that this has happened. We were just a very happy, hard-working school, working away here, unknown, in Ardoyne Road, trying to do something about cross-community tension. And that was our position, and we'd like to be much happier in school. There isn't the same tension in the school as there was at the time of the protest. There was at that time a feeling of wariness where children were watching everything and afraid that something was going on. So at least within the school things are better. Outside things are still tense. But I'm hoping that people of goodwill, people who really care about the future, will do something to turn this fear that there is around here. I think in all the interface areas we have people who are living in fear. And I know some of our children, those who are most disturbed are those who are living on the interface, their own homes. And I think that for a child to be afraid in their own home, a child of any community, of either community, is a terrible, terrible legacy.
At Colette's home, there's one such child. 12-year-old Cashling hasn't been back to school post-protest.
I think it could have been a star, too.
You know, it was frightening for it to be put down, you know, in words. She changed a totally innocent child into, I can't even explain it. She was tearful, depressed, ignorant at sometimes, which that is not her. She got, you know, she was schoolgirl of the week most weeks in Holy Cross School. You know, she got it more times than anybody in the school. You know, that was legit. She now has a tutor 3 times a week who comes. The computer was actually got to help Cash. Everybody realised that, you know, she wasn't going to be back at school for a while until she works this out in her head. The fear with her is that she has seen that many attacks, that if she leaves, something's going to happen to me or happen to her daddy.
Next door too, pretty routine.
I'll put the drop bars on, get the holy water out, bless all the bedrooms.
Catherine's 19-year-old son Barry is disabled and the home's been adapted for him.
Shower now, as he couldn't get in and out of the bath, so we got allocated the house to put the shower unit and all in for him. So all he has to do is just open it and just walk in, and it makes him independent. Need anybody to help him, well, wash his hair and all, he can do that himself, you know, can be a wee bit more independent, so he can now.
But the house has been purpose built to...
Sorry, I got the house really too, you know, so as he could have his shower.